a castle. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi my city. You probably wouldn't make it. Oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam. I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace.
So even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs
and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Come on.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And in second down now.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdes-Scantling.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Touchdown!
Isaiah Pacheco
with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And Hall not going to bring this one out.
Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
The Raiders at 11-5 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think it's going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Out to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Raiders nothing.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From midfield, here's Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 734. 93.
On play action, it's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. It's complete to Cole. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
You're mine.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They go with Jacobs, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. Let's win the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got a man complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
You're mine.
To throw, it's Carr. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
93. 93. 29. 29.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. As time expires in the first half.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. From the 10. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
694. Express.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Mac Hollins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
Well, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Mahomes now to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it.
And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
1st down, Chiefs.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Yellow.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To Valdes-Scantling over the middle.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's a field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 21-14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
From the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a play fake. Carr forced out to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right? And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco,
26 yards.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On play action, now Carr. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
It's now third down.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
You're mine.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. The clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, and knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 46 yards. And the Chiefs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
694. Express. 93.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, that we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen.